What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grind. You're watching Suburban Nerds. This channel where I get my nerd views on today's nerd news. And I know you guys like the nice little T-shirt I got, courtesy of the Phil DeFranco show. Humble, stay humble, hustle hard. That's what I do. That's what I do for you guys. But yeah, on today's nerd news, we've got the weekend box office. We got Keanu Reeves leaking or telling us what the new title for the John Wick 3 movie is. We've got Keri Russell being added to the StarWars Episode 9. We've got some Miss Marvel news. We've got Batman the movie news. And Margot Robbie is going to be giving us a little information about whatever movie she's being on as far as, the Harley Quinn. So, first thing we're going to start off with is some bad news. Co-creator of Doctor Strange and Spiderman, Steve Ditko has died at the ripe age of 90 years old. It's sad to hear. He changed everything. Like, he was a big part of comics in general. I didn't even realize how much this guy did. I knew he did a lot, but you guys, I'm looking at this right now, right? He, for DC, redesigned of the Blue Beetle. The Question, which in fact, working with that, created the Watchmen's Rorschach, and the art, the lineup of the people that he helped create for Spider-Man. You got Chameleon, you got Valkyrie, Tinkerer, Doc Ock, Sandman, Lizard, Living Brain, Electro, Mysterio, Green Goblin, Kraven, Scorpion. Pretty much the Sinister Six in whatever iteration they had. It's part of this guy. It's because of this guy. He helped create so many things for the comics in general. Even Stan Lee admitted that Doctor Strange, that was him. Steve Ditko, he created Doctor Strange, and Stan Lee just wrote it. Like, he wrote the stories, or whatever. But he came up with the words Hogarth the Hogag, or whatever those things are, the weird sayings that he says. Yes, that's Stan Lee, but the creation of Doctor Strange was Steve Ditko, and he was out there. He was a great brain, and he stayed doing art, the thing he loved, until 90. Like, at 90, he wasn't retired. He was still working books. He had a Kickstarter for something that I think was like $80 what I'm hearing, but he still was doing the things that he loved. So rest in peace, Steve Ditko. You will be missed, but you have left your mark, and people will always remember you. Alright, that being said, first thing I'm going to talk about is the weekend box office. Weekend box office, of course, I'm going to start from first place to fifth place. First place, we've got Ant-Man and Wasp, which I saw, and if you guys want to see, I've got a little review on that. Check that thing out, like, right there. It made $76 million. It was estimated to make around 80 in mid-80s, so it underperformed as far as what expectations were, but it overperformed as far as it did better than the first movie. The first movie made only $57 million, so this movie did pretty much $20 million more, and that's always a plus. That's always a positive. If you beat the first one sequel, it's a win. People are so, they have this idea that every movie's supposed to be making $100 million. No, not really. To be successful, all movies don't have to make $100 million. Granted, you're holding it at the level that, Black Panther or, Avengers, Infinity Wars, you can't hold it to that. You gotta hold it to the standard that it's set. And as long as it beat what it made before, what it set before, and that they didn't go too far over budget than the first one, as far as making it, then you're all good. We're all good. So next, in second place, we've got Incredibles, still holding on strong. Incredibles 2, with making $29 million for this weekend. So, but the landmark is, it's made over $500 million as of right now. $500 million domestically. So that puts it in like the 11th place for the most money a movie has made domestically ever. So 11th place of all time for Incredibles 2, which is incredible in itself. So, good up on you, Pixar. Hopefully, we don't have to wait another 14, 15 years for Incredibles 3, I don't know. And maybe have a little spin-off little movie or Frozone. Give him a little time to shine. Although he did have his time to shine in the movie. And if you guys want to check that out, I'm going to see if I can put right up there the review that I had of Incredibles, because it was good. And yo, I'm telling you, Elastigirl is thick. That being said, going on to the next one, we've got Jurassic World 2 making $28.6 million, and that's good. The movie's okay. I'm gonna try and see if I can see how that thing works. If I do have a review, I'll try and check that out right there. We've got The First Purge. The First Purge made $17.2 million. It made $31 million from the 4th of July all the way up to the weekend. So that's all those, I think it's like 5 days. But they expected a little bit more from this movie as far as money. It didn't do as great as they wanted. I don't know how many more of these purges they can do. But I still haven't seen it. I want to see it. I don't know. Maybe I'll see it tomorrow. I'm not too sure. But we'll see how that goes. If I do, y'all know I'm going to make a review for you guys. And I think this one is more black-eccentric, because from what I've seen in the trailers, it was like an ex-military guy, like a black guy from ex-military. He's trying to protect his city and town. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, because it looks like it might be fun. Because the second one was fun. Third one, a little iffy. This one, hopefully it's going to be great. Next, in 5th place, final place, we have Sicario, Day of the Soldado, which in English means Hitman, Day of the Soldier, making $7.3 million, which still is not that bad, because like I said, it made more money than the first one, and no one knew what to expect. It made more money. I think the first one made like $12 million, so this one made about like 17, so we'll see how that goes. But that's it for the weekend box office. Next, we're going to start with the first topic on the Nerd News. We got Keri Russell gets added to, sorry, on those right there. Keri Russell gets added to Star Wars Episode 9. Variety reports Keri Russell is in early talks for an unknown role with heavy action scenes. No word of if it's going to be the Resistance, the First Order, or unaffiliated, thing, like maybe just someone just in it for themselves. Variety also reports that J.J. Abrams will likely cast 2 more actors by the end of this month. So, Keri Russell, I believe she's in a series called The Americans, and also she was in Mission Impossible, and she's known for being able to do action pretty well. I don't know her work as far as that much. Like, I haven't really watched The Americans, but I'm hearing really good things. She has a look. I could definitely see her. People are wondering if she's going to be Rey's mom or something, because a lot of people are disappointed on what I forget what the guy's name, the guy that directed The Last Jedi. But people were kind of disappointed at the fact that Rey's parents turned out to be nobodies. I can understand nobodies, but for you to just say nobody and don't even show nothing, it's kind of like a cop-out. So, if she's a mom, great. If she just happens to be like one of the people when they're when at the end of The Last Jedi, when they're calling for help and there's not that many left, if she happens to be like someone that helps them, captain of a ship that helps them, hey, so be it. If that happens, that happens. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate too much, because she's an actress doing a job, and if there's a lot of action, hey, it's a Star Wars movie. Most likely, it should be action, because too many times it ain't like the prequels where some action, there was a lot of talking. This one has been pretty much action throughout with the new trilogy that's been going on. Even though there's some things that a lot of people don't like, the action has been good. So, good on that. Hopefully, should be something, or have a character that we can remember. Because so far, the females have been strong females that leave a mark, and we do remember them. Whether it's Han Solo, A New Star Wars Story, The Last Jedi, you've got Rogue One. They're all strong females. Next, Keanu Reeves confirms the official title for the John Wick 3 movie. Speaking with ComingSoon.net, Keanu Reeves confirms the title, and it is called John Wick 3 Parabellum. And if you don't know what Parabellum means, it pretty much means prepare for war. He stated that it's part of a famous quote, a Latin quote, si vis pacem parabellum, which means, if you want peace, prepare for war. Which sounds like a badass quote if I have to say. You know what I'm saying? But Keanu Reeves, and like I said, this has been a resurgence for Keanu Reeves. there was like after the last one before that. I can't even remember. Was it the last Samurai or something like that? No, not Last Samurai. I don't know. It was some weird movie with Keanu Reeves. But once John Wick came out, yo, he's back on top. Everyone loves him. He's a hitman. Like, yo, he like headshots. It's like he has a cheat code, or he's like hacking in a first-person shooter online, and it's just headshots for everywhere. But yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing John Wick 3. John Wick 2, I didn't like it as much as the first one. The first one, I definitely felt for it, understood it more, and like the action was great. With the second one, they threw so many people at him. I understand you want to do more, but damn, like they threw way too much to me at him. They made him like almost superhuman, and then even at the end, like to make him a enemy against the hotel. I don't know how you're gonna survive when you've got every hitman in the world after you. I don't know how you're gonna survive. It's one thing to have someone have a hitman like that, but when you don't even have a sanctuary where you can go to with the hotel, and the hotel's using this people or using this like connections to take you out. I'm sorry, bro. You're screwed. You should be screwed. There's no way you should survive this. There's no way to get out of this. You've crossed the line. You broke the rules. You have to die. So if he survives at the end, I'm gonna sort of be disappointed because I'm like, yo, well, they made this hotel seem like it's the ish. Like, you don't mess with this hotel. If Keanu Reeves can get away with it, who else can get away with it? I'm sorry, but that's just how I felt at the end of this movie. Like, I wish they didn't have him kill the guy in the hotel. I just didn't like the way they ended that. But hey, Parabellum, so be it. Next we've got Captain Marvel has finished shooting, and that's a great thing because I tell you what, the San Diego Comic-Con is coming up. Marvel's not going to be a part of it. They're not going to be in it. They're not going to be in Hall H. So right now is the time for DC to just take over and just let loose. But I tell you what, I think what Marvel might do, I think Marvel might screw DC because, Marvel isn't there, and because they finished shooting with Captain Marvel, which doesn't mean they're still got to do reshoots, but still they have stuff, a foundation where they could actually start doing like teaser trailers. If they drop a teaser trailer around in the afternoon, around the time when DC is gonna be having their all Hall H, this is still the thunder. Oh man, I think I might laugh because that might be funny as hell if they just oh no, we're not gonna be there. Don't worry about it. This is all you. Then all of a sudden, bam! It's like, yo, like this is still the thunder. That would be crazy if they actually do that. So fingers are kind of crossed because I want to see some ish go down. Next we've got the Batman is entering pre-production. Finally, concept designs have come out that they're saying that they're doing, but except the thing is, you can say pre-production, but until you actually start shooting, I don't trust a damn thing DC says. DC has made so many plans and not gone through with it. They've named so many movies and not even touched it. Okay, you got pre-production, you got concepts. Okay, there's a bunch of movies that have concepts. What's it called? There was a movie, The Death of Superman Lives. What happened? Which is a documentary made by Jon Kasdan. But yeah, that was set. They had pre-production, everything. That movie never happened. They had costume designs. Nicolas Cage was supposed to be Superman. That's how far they were. Not a damn thing. Movie never came out. So you telling me? I know Matt Reeves is supposed to be the one that's supposed to be directing this. Great. I love this Planet of the Apes. But until you start shooting, I don't believe a damn word you're saying. Right now, you're like one of those people that habitual liar. You just keep saying, oh, no, I got you. Don't worry, I'll pay you back. No, you ain't paying me back. You ain't gonna do nothing for me, bro. You're just asking me to have faith in you. No, I'm sorry. As much as I want to believe that there is a Batman movie, and the Batman movie coming out, directed by Matt Reeves, I've lost faith. In fact, it's to the point where I don't even really care that much if it comes out or not. Why? Because it should have been come out. You should have had your plan, Man of Steel, the Batman movie, then Batman vs. Superman, then your Justice League. I'm sorry. That's kind of how it should have happened. It should have happened that way. But you didn't. Maybe not even, have Justice League. You rushed too much because you were trying to catch up with Marvel. I'm sorry. Marvel's formula does not work with everybody. In fact, just you should have just took time, planned it out, and not rushed. And that's what they did. They rushed. You've had a head start the whole time. You've had these individual movies that have been doing great and made some decent money. Like the last one was the Christopher Nolan trilogy of the Batman. You had your money. Just because Marvel's awesome, bam, everything's working out. You don't have to go with that. You should have just stuck to your guns and just you know what I'm saying? You don't have to, like, the rabbit doesn't always beat the tortoise. Sometimes beat the hare. You know what I'm saying? Take it slow, steady. Sometimes that just works. So I don't know if I care that much, but hey, when the news comes out that they've actually started like filming, then I'll be a little bit more happy. And then last of all, we've got Margot Robbie confirms Birds of Prey R rating and start date. First of all, don't really care about this Birds of Prey movie. Don't really care about the spin-off Harley Quinn movie. I don't care. They're focusing way too much on non-people. Okay, Margot Robbie's, she's hot, yes. Harley Quinn, people liked it. But people want a Superman movie, Superman and Steel 2. People want a Batman movie. Why don't you get those out before you start confirming all these other movies that no one's really asking for? Just get your shit together. I'm sorry, DC, but you're focusing on way too many of the wrong things. No one wants a Harley Quinn movie. No one cares about a Harley Quinn movie. If it happens, it happens. People want a Batman movie. People want a Man of Steel movie. People want a Green Lantern movie. The staples of the Justice League. That's what people want to see. And you're just not getting it. But maybe, they've got the Hall H at the San Diego Comic-Con, and then also maybe in the New York Comic-Con. Maybe they'll have their shit together. Maybe they'll announce a bunch of stuff that we've been all wanting. But for now, I don't care about this Margot Robbie. I don't. Even though I got my own little Harley Quinn right here. Looking great. Looking beautiful. Little bum right there. I tell you, like I said, I've been collecting a bunch of collectibles. But that being said, I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care about this Harley Quinn movie where there's birds of prey, where there's something sirens, screaming something sirens. I don't care even about that one. That one ain't happening. So, in a Joker versus Harley Quinn, or Joker and Harley Quinn, that I don't know if that's even happening. So, I'm done. So, that's it for the nerd news. Sorry to end on a little negative, but it's DC, why? But remember to comment down below on any of the topics I talked about. Remember to put on those notifications, subscribe, check out my last daily nerd news, and check out my playlist of all my nerd news that I've been doing. So remember, I'm Wick Grant. You've been watching Sub Urban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys on the next daily news.